Hello, my name is Grace Ng, and today I'm going to show you the similarities between the Shin bust waist hip method and animal healing. So here is an animal. In the Shin bust waist hip method, the body is divided into three parts. Bust line, which is somewhere around there. Waistline, which is where the ribs end, somewhere around there, okay. And hip line, which is there. So, if the breath stops at any one of these points, you're going to get a completely different sound of voice coming from the animal. Okay, what do I mean? Alright, what's healthy is that we want the animal to breathe deeply because that shows that the animal is well rested, it's digesting well, and it's in a good state of health. So what we want is the energy to come down here to the hip line, right here. Right, and you will see this in that when the animal breathes, you see the movement happening right here at the pelvis. Okay, and you'll also notice that the animal looks, there is a very clear V shape. So this is the animal from the side, and let me show you the animal from the top. Okay, that's the nose right there. So what you'll see from the top is something like this. This is healthy, this is deep breathing, and if an animal breathes like this and looks like this, right, you'll have this really rich resonant sound, something like this. Woo, woo. Okay, so that's how you know that the animal is in pretty good shape. All right, now we go to the not so nice ones. Okay, now with a lot of older dogs, you notice this bulge here at the level of the waist. So that's how it looks. The breath will seem like it stops right here. And this is most obvious when you look from the top. You see, this is the tail, right? So you see this bulge here, like a barrel shape happening. And then after that, you get this little pelvis right here. Just clean that up. That's the ribs. And then you're done. Okay? So this is a waistline stuck. And the waistline stuck is related to issues of digestion. So the pet, the animal, might actually be having some digestive issues, or it might have some digestive issues of the mind. For example, change in circumstances, there might be some trauma that it hasn't processed yet. You know, there might be things happening in the animal's life. So you get this from the top view. Now the significance of this thing is that because the energy doesn't go down into the feet, into the legs, what might happen in one golden retriever that I saw is that you might have a stiffness in hips. What you kind of call the hip dysplasia, right? So the hips become weak, the animal's back legs don't have energy because it's all stuck right here. Okay, so this is number 2, waistline. Okay, number 3 is one that you hopefully don't see very often, and that is bust line. Now, the bust line represents the emotional life of the animal. So I've been fortunate to not see a lot of this, but that might actually happen with a lot of shelter dogs, animals that have been exposed to lots of trauma, right? So the bust line is the emotional life, and if you see, it's like if the animal's breathing from here, right, you get this. Now, this happens a lot with small dogs, your teacup dogs, right? They got this teensy and they get very easily scared. So, so that's how you know. Okay, so I forgot to actually mention how this sounds like, how the waistline sounds like for an animal. And that sounds like wow, 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 wow. You don't have that fullness of the bark that you would have if the animal is not breathing nice and deeply. You don't have that ring. Okay, this is similar to the human voice. Okay, so voice people who are watching this, yeah, go look at an animal and look if there's a stuck in the bust line, waistline, or hip line. Okay, so for the last part of this video, I'll just give you some little simple tips of how to resolve bust line, waistline, hip line stucks. All right, let's start with the bust line since we are there. So I'm just going to give you one little simple thing that you can do that hopefully the animal doesn't bite you. All right, you're going to go behind the ears. There is a point called point 4 behind the ears. All right, so that will help a bust line stuck. You check the efficacy of this because through the voice. Okay, so you're listening to the voice, you're watching the breathing, right? So if the animal's starting to relax, both of this will actually start to release and the sound will get nicer. Okay, so now waistline stuck. This one, I learned this from working with the quokka. So anyways, the center of the neck. The center of the neck, place your hands at the center of the neck and hold it there until the animal pulls away, okay? Now, hip line stuck is at the part where the neck meets the shoulders. This is called point 11. Okay, so this is on the neck. We would avoid touching the butt for dogs because this is a sensitive area. All right, so look at an animal, try this. It works for dogs, cats, and all four-leggeds, and let me know what happens. Best wishes.